The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Championship Wrestling from Arizona, presented by CarShield. I'm your host, Jeramie McPeek, and I've been looking forward to this episode because we're going to be looking back at what has become a wild women's division. A division that I might add, our minority owner, Nico Marquez, and acting matchmaker, Jamie Iovine, have been trying to eliminate from the United Wrestling Network. Fans, first up, we've got a taped fist match for you featuring Heather Monroe versus Lacey Ryan, aka Zoey Stark in NXT. Then we'll see Miss Monroe and Halston Boddy team up to take on Ruby Raze and Cece Chanel from our milestone 500th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And finally, in our third match, we'll see the Killer Bay and Cece meet up once again in a triple threat versus Viva Van with a guest referee, MYLO Matters.
Shot after shot here, blocked nicely there though by the Killer Bay, and answer back. Here you see those tape fists. Those were two unanswered shots, three in a row, and you can see the legs buckle of Lacey Ryan.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, where you have a significant amount more power when your hands are taped
Pin
up.
attempt here. Sunset flip, only a count of two. What a unique stipulation, and that's saying something when we've seen such craziness in this series so far.
She isn't, darling. She's not. She's not better than me. I'm the queen. I'm the women's division.
And there you hear Heather Monroe saying, "I'm the women's division." You know, she does, and she used to say, "You can't wrestle here." I mean, she really wants to be at the top of the heap. Here's the cover. Only a count of two. Again, this is, we're even Steven right now. This really is pivotal a match as there has been in this series. Who's going to take the lead?
It has been back and forth so far, but the momentum is definitely swaying towards Heather since Halston was able to pull that sneaky move and throw Lacey off the top rope.
Yeah, exactly. By outside interference, impacting the matchup. Now here's the power. And I'll tell you what, Lacey Ryan maybe during the time away from in-ring competition hasn't been in the ring as much, but you see on her social media, she has been working out. She's been living in the gym, has done some in-ring training as well. And big, here we go, big shots now raining down out of the full mount. And she's got to intelligently defend herself here, or the ref might call for the TKO, call it a knockout. And Blake, we know that, hold on here, Heather Monroe going for the cover. We know the punches in bunches of Heather Monroe effective. Ever since laying out, knocking out Nico Marquez, we haven't seen him back inside the Ocean View Pavilion.
Yeah, Heather has hands on her, and especially, like I said, I keep mentioning this, those taped hands are going to do a lot more damage. You can see it right now on Lacey's face when she's eating those punches.
Swing and a miss there. Nice DDT, and that's going to buy her some time, if nothing else, because it was all Heather Monroe unleashing those vicious strikes, but that DDT changed the momentum in the match, much like Halston Boddy did earlier. And now momentum heading back to Lacey Ryan. She's in for the cover and comes close.
I'd like to see Lacey get up and start adding some pressure.
Lacey Ryan thought she might have had her there with the DDT. And Lacey Ryan ate a lot of those big shots earlier, but certainly seems the fresher. Look out here, full head of steam, looking for the big knee. That's what put away Heather Monroe on the ramp, and a big kick there by Heather Monroe into the cover the other way, looking to put her away. And no, what's he doing here? We saw messages, we saw the footage. He's supposed to be at home, damn it. Halston Boddy getting physical with Nico Marquez again.
Here comes Heather.
another time that, I mean, Nico Marquez calling, he just ate one of those shots with the tape fist. Down goes Nico. Down goes Nico. Now Lacey Ryan in there. This is total bedlam here, these two going at it. Why does Nico Marquez continue to come and interrupt these matches?
This is wild. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I mean, what would you expect after last time these two went out in it? People were getting thrown in dumpsters, bottles. Maybe that's the gripe of Marquez, of Nico Marquez, taking that bottle over the head in match 4.
The officials are doing a pretty good job of breaking things down right now, though, guys.
Really?
Are things, I don't know.
Adnan Qureshi, the ring announcer, getting involved, trying to let cool heads prevail. He's holding off Nico Marquez, who has been like a man possessed. I mean, a real power play. In fact, you'll recall the words of Nico Marquez before saying, "You're the queen of Hollywood, I'm the king of Hollywood."
Whoa, Nico Marquez goes down again.
Well, this is getting real familiar. Shot after shot now, but now it's Lacey Ryan out of the full mount. Here comes EJ Sparks, Dickie Mayer. Here comes the locker room spilling out. The bench has cleared, and we're right here, on the West Coast by the beach. Call the lifeguard at Pier 6 because a brawl is breaking out.
Wow. They're going to have to call the police department to get this to stop. This is wild.
The millennials, Adnan still there with Nico Marquez. You got the millennials out there. Dan Joseph, television champion, Vipress of the women's division. This is
wild.
Total madness. Unbelievable. Look at the Friendship Farm is out there.
There are bodies everywhere. Fists are flying.
And look at Nico holding on to Adnan for dear life, trying to keep himself safe. He doesn't want to eat another shot.
Yeah, Nico Marquez had no idea.
Look at him crawling. Look at him slither away. Look at Nico Marquez slithering away, but the brawl has not subsided one iota. It is total madness here in the Ocean View Pavilion. We are surrounded by this brawl that has broken out, and now is all the way up here in the broadcast position, in front of the broadcast position. Richie Slade's giving somebody the business. You're bulletproof. I'm sticking with you, pal.
I got you, TK. Just stay behind me.
I'll tell you what, folks. We'll be back next week if anything's left. Call the cops.
I'm here with CarShield World Champion Rick.
Woo! CarShield's America's favorite money-saving roadside assistant. Tow truck calling, rental car getting, and teamed up with your truly. Woo!
Fans, we want to thank those of you who attended our recent meet and greet at 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles in North Phoenix. Be sure to mark your calendars for our next event on Sunday, September 5th, featuring WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash. The exclusive event will also include a special appearance by Phoenix's favorite son, EJ Sparks. That's Sunday, September 5th at 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles at 32nd Avenue in Bell. For more information, visit 3dsportscards.net.
If you or someone you know is stuck waiting for payments scheduled over years and years, and you need cash right now, Novation can help you right now. It's your money, right? You shouldn't be trapped in a payment schedule that was set years ago. You should be able to get your money now, when you need it, and Novation will get you the most money, which means you'll keep more of your money. And speak with Novation before you sign with another company, or you could be leaving money on the table. You'll never know if you're getting a bad deal unless you get an independent bid. Novation will give you the real competitive bid you need. At Novation, we offer a time frame guarantee. If we don't get your money by the agreed deadline, we'll pay you interest for every day of delay at more than 10 times the National Bank average. Make sure you're getting the best deal. Call right now. We can help you get cash you need right now, not in 10 or 20 years from now.
Call 1-800-604-2799. 1-800-604-2799.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. It's ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. My Giza sheets also include full 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow, and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors. Use the promo code and Mike will give you 2 for 1 low price and free shipping. That's right, get 2 for 1 low price plus free shipping.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Hello everyone, I'm David Marquez. Welcome to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. As the owner of the United Wrestling Network, I just wear a lot of hats around here. I'm a matchmaker, I'm a promoter, I'm on the business side, and I'm also a father. So I understand my responsibility coming into your homes each and every week. So I must apologize for Nico's behavior in starting that riot here in the studio. It's real hard to say this, but Nico was arrested, and I've been told that later on in the hour, he'll have a statement. Friends, I honestly don't know what to say. We already know 2020's crazy. It's just escalating here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and the United Wrestling Network the world over. So I'm with you. I have open eyes, open ears, and I'm ready to hear what Nico has to say. So with that, once again, welcome to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Thank you for trusting us in your living rooms, and let's see what's going to happen. The show starts right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, it's me, Nico Marquez. You may have heard in the news lately that I've been unlawfully arrested by the Port Hueneme Police Department. And it has been brought to my attention, with the advice of my attorneys, that I need to apologize and clean up my act here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Well, I will address the apology. I'm sorry. But most importantly, I've had to hire bodyguards, and I'm quite nervous for my safety, so I will say this quickly. I have here a document, signed, sealed, and notarized, with the advice of my attorneys, that effective immediately, the women's division at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is hereby canceled.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Spencer Chegwidden. I am the personal attorney of Mr. Halston Boddy, and there are a few points that need to be clarified after the chaos that ensued at last week's television taping. First point is that Nicholas Marquez has been arrested and is currently in custody of the Port Hueneme Police Department, pending charges of disturbing the peace and assault. By law, he is not allowed to enter the city of Port Hueneme until these matters have been rectified. With respect to his cancellation of the women's division, I have reviewed Mr. Marquez's position as a minority shareholder, as well as speaking directly with his father, the majority owner of the company, and it has been deemed that it is not within Mr. Marquez's power to cancel the women's division. As of right now, the women's division is still in place here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. In addition, both Halston Boddy, several of the female competitors, and myself have filed paperwork, and we are proud to announce that soon there will be a women's champion here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. With more on that, here is my client, Mr. Halston Boddy.
You heard it right. We are going to procure the most exquisite, the most gorgeous, and the most deserving championship here at Hollywood for all of the women here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, as long as I have anything to say about it. Thank you for your time.
Getting set for action in the women's division. Big smile on the face of Cece Chanel. I guess maybe because Nico Marquez is going to, through Jamie Ivey's going to allow her to actually wrestle under her contract. But I don't know how you can smile after what she did to Heather Monroe in that Halston body bag match back on Championship Wrestling from Halloween.
Yeah, should be hard for her to smile. Should be hard for her to look in the mirror, to be quite honest with you.
You know, the poor girl got tricked by somebody who took advantage of her. I feel bad for her.
Well, 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 well. Look, Heather, it's our friend, Cece Chanel. Hi, Cece. Hi, Cece. Fancy meeting you here. Huh. How you doing? Feeling good today? Great. Having a match. Oh, pipe down. Listen. Hello, darling.
Sprayed me in the face. You really think
I
you
didn't do that. Nico asked me
I
to do
told
that.
you
I
not
to sign that contract.
Hold on. I got this. Cece, shut it! Listen, forgive me if I'm a little mistaken here. My memory's a little short. Isn't this Cece Chanel, the same Cece Chanel that came down during the Halston body bag match, punched me, and then the audacity to attack the Queen of Hollywood with your little hairspray gimmick? What was that about?
That wasn't about me. That was about
I believe
do that. He told me to do that.
I said shut it when I'm talking. You have something to say to Heather. Heather?
Cece, I told you not to sign that contract, and you still did it. And then you came down and you sprayed me in the face. You made me lose that match. You need to apologize right now.
Look.
Apologize.
Look. Okay.
Hold on. Let's not be too hasty.
Oh, wonderful.
Friends, Halston, Boddy, Heather Monroe, the gem of my former upper class.
It's Jamie. Heather, it's Jamie.
There's a lot of history.
Good to see you guys. Oh, hi. How are you? Good to see you both. Oh, my God. You guys look great. It's been, what, a year since I've seen you guys? We've been through so much. It's been so long. It feels so great seeing you, too. And, Halston, I can't thank you enough. You've brought Heather all the way to the top. She's been crushing it this past year. And the Best of 7 series, I do believe she's on top, unless I miss my guess. But what a year it's been, Halston. And that entire time, my phone didn't ring once. Not once, from either of you. I think that you have forgotten, Halston, where you came from. You have forgotten who brought you here in the first place. And you are forgetting how quickly you could go, just like that.
What are you talking about?
Relax. Relax! It's no big deal. We're friends. It's water under the bridge. But Heather, it really hurt coming from you. You want to know how much it hurt?
Oh my God! The equal opportunity assassin Ruby Raze.
No.
Whoa. Hold on. We need her. We need her. Oh my God. Heather, what happened? You used to be so brave. All right. We're going to fix this. I know exactly how to fix this. We're going to have a tag team match. It's going to be Ruby Raze and Cece Chanel against Heather Monroe and Halston Boddy. And I'm not done yet. Wait, there's more. If you do not win this match, there is no women's title. Nothing.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
the stakes extremely high, and Halston Boddy in a tag team match? He's not a competitor.
The stakes high and placed firmly on the shoulders of Halston Boddy.
We're gonna try and figure this out. We'll be back. Unbelievable.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now.
Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days? I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. Call now for this free book on maximizing your income in retirement. Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from leading financial firm J.D. Mellberg. That's right, free. This book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now, because we're about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known truths we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity, and it's free. Call 800-604-1098. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched numerous products and summarized rates and benefits of annuities, all from Silac Insurance Company. Call 800-604-1098. That's 800-604-1098. Call now.
I struggled to stand for a shower, and after falling in the tub, I felt it was only a matter of time before I broke a hip.
If you worry about the risk of an accidental fall getting in or out of the bath, could a walk-in tub be right for you? Search Consumer Affairs Walk-in Tubs to find great deals, like a free shower package upgrade.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
My husband said walk-in tubs are for old people, but I was more interested in feeling young and staying in the game. That's why I recommend a walk-in tub to everyone.
Call 800-928-0124. That's 800-928-0124. 800-928-0124. Call now.
People ask Stitch Boy, why do you love CarShield so much? I say because I choose my mechanic and coverage. That includes towing and roadside assistance. Expensive car repairs can kiss my woo!
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Jeramie McPeek, the team of Cece Chanel and the equal opportunity assassin, Ruby Raze.
Main event of part one of the huge 500th episode spectacular here in Championship Wrestling. And this is a high-stakes affair, guys. The very future of the women's division and the potential of a women's title here in the United Wrestling Network hangs in the balance.
The stakes could not be higher for the main event on the 500th episode of Championship Wrestling Hollywood.
And introducing their opponents, the team of Halston, Boddy, and the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Oh my. Halston, Boddy, set for action. It's like a before and after picture. And guys, this, all kidding aside, this could be more serious because a lot rides on the shoulders of the Killer Bay and, quite frankly, Halston, Boddy, their dreams and hopes at a women's title.
Yeah, I mean, it's often that we see titles defended, titles change hands, but the very existence of a championship hangs in the balance, and a lot of it hangs on the shoulders of the lethal accessory, Halston, Boddy. If he can step up to the plate and be that partner that Heather Monroe needs.
I think something worth noting is he might never have officially been in a match, but he has had his hand in many of matches, so he kind of knows what he's doing in there. He just hasn't actually been involved officially in a match yet.
And perhaps if he could, just use his ability to distract, as he is an expert at doing that Halston advantage. But again, guys, this match was made on the fly as Heather Monroe demanded an apology from Cece Chanel. You'll recall Cece Chanel instrumental in the Killer Bay losing that Halston body bag match to Ruby Raze back on Halloween. And so it seems not only is Cece Chanel and the equal opportunity assassin doing the bidding of Nico Marquez, but also Jeramie McPeek, who in essence made this match.
Something interesting to note is the dynamic that both teams have. Both teams have a big person. Both teams have a smaller person. The smaller person on Halston's team's a little better. I would give Heather the advantage over Cece, but I would give Ruby Raze a huge advantage over Halston.
Okay, I at least agree with you. I was wondering where you were going with your analysis there. But we'll see how it goes. And no love lost now between these two after what has happened. And Heather Monroe tried to plead with Cece Chanel. Don't sign that contract. Take a good look. You can't trust Nico. Look at here's the cover, and now crucifix pin the other way. Again, if Monroe wins this, women's title happens. If Monroe and Halston don't, no women's title.
I think the strategy for Heather Monroe here has to be try and end it early, maybe before Halston even gets in the match. Cover, backslide there. Again, trying to end this thing before it really gets going. But Cece Chanel countering back with a cover of her own.
I think a point needs to be made here too, guys. I guess money talks. Because in essence, Cece Chanel and Ruby Raze are working against the best interests of the women's division. If they win this match, there's no women's title.
And it makes me wonder, does that mean that there's no job for Cece or Ruby Raze after this? Or maybe they're going to get some type of bonus? Because you can see Jamie over there smiling and loving everything that's going on inside the ring right now.
I think a win here, in essence, gets rid of the women's division as well, of sorts. Big shot there by the Killer Bay, showing what she's made of. Nice athleticism, little leg sweep, signature offense by Heather Monroe. She's put a lot away with it.
Oh, absolutely lambasting Cece Chanel there. Heather Monroe in control right now. Again, I think her strategy has to be to take control early, end it before the fates of the division maybe rests on Halston Boddy's shoulder. Halston Boddy, is he looking for a tag?
Oh my gosh.
He inadvertently tagged himself in.
I think he was just patting her on the shoulder like, hey, are you okay? I don't think he had any intentions of tagging in.
You're in the deep water now, fella.
You need to try harder. Get her back.
Well, here we go. Here we go, Blake. Here's the two big competitors of each team.
Halston just calling for a timeout. Sorry, my friend, there are no timeouts in pro wrestling, and you got Ruby Raze staring daggers in you across the ring.
She is stalking him like a predator, like a shark in deep water.
No doubt about it. And run for your life, Halston Boddy tags back out. So if anything was able to buy Heather Monroe a little bit of time to recover.
Ruby Raze didn't really like Chanel going for the tag there. I have to tend to agree with Raze. She's the fresher combatant. And now we go back to Monroe and Chanel. What a kick from Heather Monroe. A senton.
I get your point, as Heather Monroe, though, now takes control of the matchup. But to her credit, Cece Chanel just wants to compete. She signed a contract thinking it was to compete in the women's division, a signing bonus, not to be the hired help of Nico Marquez.
Yeah, but like you said, Heather Monroe pleaded with her not to sign, to read it over. She didn't listen, and that's why we're in this situation now.
We got some cat and mouse tactics, but that's one big cat there.
You gotta get back in your corner, okay?
That was very smart. A big thing that I always talk about when I see tag team matches is how well the two teammates can work together to start implementing their game. And I'm not sure if that was planned by Cece and Ruby or if they just kind of made that happen on the fly, but whatever, it worked.
Into the cover goes Chanel. A lot of moving parts in this thing. You got Jamie Iovine out there as well. You know, Iovine at one time, managed Royce Isaacs, who was a television and heritage champion. He managed tag team champions, so he's another factor. Chanel in control. We got to go to a break. We'll be back after this.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
For a limited time, you can get a premium MyPillow for the lowest price ever. Regularly $69.98, now only $29.98.
Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
This is an advertisement for legal services. Important news for farm workers and others exposed to the weed killer PARAQUAT and who were later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor they might have Parkinson's disease. Studies say those exposed to PARAQUAT sold under these brand names and others have an increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease or Parkinson's-like disease. If you or a loved one worked around the weed killer PARAQUAT and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease since exposure, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now at the number below to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one were exposed to PARAQUAT and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease. Call Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Welcome back, everyone. There you can see just distraught and worry and sweat all over the face of Halston Boddy because he knows that Heather Monroe is in big trouble and he might be called upon.
Yeah, Halston Boddy already sweating like Patrick Ewing in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's barely been in the matchup here, but I think he is feeling that creeping sense of dread that he is going to have to get in there and be a factor.
It's basically been 2-on-1 here. Heather Monroe doing all the heavy lifting. Speaking of lifting, snap suplex there by Chanel. Looking to put this on ice. Again, the stakes couldn't be any higher. The women's division, the potential women's title.
Well, you see some arguing going on between Ruby Raze and Cece Chanel. That cannot be good for their team mojo.
Yes, but right now, things are going their way. There's some continuity. Tag is made to Ruby Raze. Equal opportunity. Assassin. Originally out of Santino Brothers Academy and is just the only female to ever be in the red carpet rumble. And it just makes me sick that she could be the one that eliminates an opportunity at a women's title. It just doesn't seem right as somebody who's been such a pioneer for women in the past, holding the rope. Allison Lee sees that.
I'd be honest, I would be interested in seeing Ruby Raze compete against some of the men. She is a banger, man.
Maybe that's what she has eyes on, but it seems like an incredibly short-sighted move for somebody that has done so much for the division. What a shot to Heather Monroe, screaming in pain.
Ruby Raze has absolutely decimated Heather Monroe in recent weeks. Back to that body bag match, and now look at Cece Chanel goes. I mean, she's got to be frustrated as well. It's just the path that her career has taken, as she, in essence, got suckered in to signing that joke of a contract.
You see Heather trying to kind of make her way over to Halston, but I'm not sure they're going to be in a much better position with Halston in the ring as the legal person.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens should Halston tag in. He did once before, but he quickly made his exit.
Thought better of it, but Heather Monroe, I mean, she's going to, like it or not, she's going to have to tag in Halston Boddy because she's just taking too much damage. Near fall there.
It almost looks like Halston's a little lost on the side. Usually he finds his little ways to sneak himself into the match, but he just standing there. Oh, pin attempt. But you just see Halston kind of standing there, worried, desperate, but not doing much to impact the match or influence things.
There's nothing much he can do at this point. He's looking for a tag, perhaps. Usually he's on the outside where he can, move around and orchestrate some stuff, distract, have his fans, something. Tag is made, though, and this is, in essence, guys, turned into a handicap match in a hurry. It's Heather Monroe against Ruby Raze and Cece Chanel, and I don't like the Killer Bay's odds.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, my God, just stiff shots, just punishing Heather Monroe, waylaying her in the corner.
She's a killer.
It's only a matter of time, guys. Nobody could overcome these odds.
Yeah, I mean, Halston Boddy, he is definitely outside of his comfort zone, but Heather Monroe, she is in the danger zone, and so is the whole women's division. If she is not able to change the tide in this match somehow, Cece Chanel just punishing that back.
I think Jeramie McPeek made a match that's finally going to get Nico Marquez what he wanted, the eradication of the women's division.
Cece Chanel in full control. Heather Monroe once again taken down hard in that, clutching the back of her head after that clothesline. Halston Boddy trying to will Heather Monroe on here, though.
Well, and we'll see. If Halston makes that tag at some point, maybe we'll see if that training comes into fruition. We'll see, the results of all of it. But right now, Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, is on an island here.
Now they're starting to gain some steam and fight back a little bit, but Cece seems to be getting the better of these exchanges.
Boy, both Fierce Females went upstairs with the round kick. Both drop here. Now, normally you would say, here's an opportunity. Get to the corner and make a tag, but the intangible is one's going to be tagging the equal opportunity ass kicker or assassin. The other's going to be tagging Halston Boddy.
Yeah, not an equal exchange there. And you talk about the training. Like, how much training did you go through before your first match, and how did you feel heading into it?
You know, I've been training in mixed martial arts for about 15, 16 years before my first fight. I've been training for several years in wrestling, and I haven't gotten into a wrestling ring yet, so I can only imagine how lost Halston probably feels.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to tag? He's thinking about it. He has no choice. Halston tags in officially.
Oh.
And Heather almost can't believe it. And Halston, well, here's some offense. And Halston knocked her down. He's going for the pin. Halston going for the pin. He almost got her. Unbelievable.
Not exactly a house of fire, but it's been effective for Halston Boddy. I'm impressed.
He's batting 1,000 right now.
Look at the agility. Now, a little roll up. Go for the pin again. It's tough to kick out from all that body weight. And Halston, for the second consecutive time, scores a near fall.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So far, so good for Halston. No, but the odds will catch up to you against Ruby Raze.
Yeah, beginner's luck's only going to last so long for you, but man, that was fun to watch.
Now these stomps by Ruby Raze. Oh my gosh, look at this double teaming. And Halston now right across the knees. And Raze, no, not this way, not on Halston. Don't get rid of the women's division this way. Killer Bay makes the save. And now look at though, guys. Killer Bay is fired up again. Maybe that that little bit of respite that she got when Halston was in there paying dividends.
Or maybe just seeing the desire in Halston to do anything for Heather in this women's division.
Halston, a low blow. The official didn't see it. The official with Cece Chanel.
Not like this.
And Iovine calling for the official to count. And Monroe again, a split-second save. The salvation of the women's division for now. But how long can they keep it up?
I thought that was all she wrote when Ruby went down low on Halston Boddy. But I think Jamie might have stepped in there a second too long and cost him. What a shot from Heather Monroe.
Huge shot by Monroe, and tag is made, and now Monroe is official and legal again in the matchup.
And she's looking fresh. She's in there. Oh, she eats a big right hand from Ruby Raze that puts her flat on her back again.
We got to remember, gentlemen, Heather Monroe was rocking and rolling in that body bag matchup until Cece Chanel interfered. And now, not where you want to be. Oh, look at this, like a battering ram, so powerful. Ruby Raze.
Go up! Get up there!
Not looking good. And now directing traffic right now is Ruby Raze telling Chanel to go up top. Double teaming, gonna put the Killer Bay away. Here we go, here comes Chanel. She hits Raze. Oh, look at the shock and awe on the face. What have you done?
Chanel scored, but not on the player she wanted.
I mean, that's the problem with high-risk maneuvers. Sometimes they backfire, and that time it backfired big time.
You can't miss her!
And she took out the dominant force in this matchup. Boy, I'll tell you what. She might have to give back that signing bonus.
Heather Monroe, though, looks like she's getting attended to right now. She can't really follow up.
Oh, my God, the glitter! Oh, look at this. I tell you, Halston Boddy knows how to use what brought him to the dance.
We got a pin.
Oh, bad Bishinoku.
Here are your winners, Halston Boddy and Heather Monroe.
Yes.
Well, it's not a victory without some confetti. Let the party begin. Let's take a look back at the action brought to you by United Wrestling Shop. You can get a Heather Monroe t-shirt. Here it is, the confetti to Raze and the Bad Bishinoku by the Killer Bay. The women's division is saved.
It lives on. Way to go, Halston Boddy pulling a Rip Taylor and Heather Monroe saving the women's division.
Boy, some dissension there between Cece Chanel and Ruby Raze, and Halston Boddy getting involved doing his part. There will indeed be a United Wrestling Network women's title.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I struggled to stand for a shower, and after falling in the tub, I felt it was only a matter of time before I broke a hip.
If you worry about the risk of an accidental fall getting in or out of the bath, could a walk-in tub be right for you? Search Consumer Affairs Walk-in Tubs to find great deals, like a free shower package upgrade.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
My husband said walk-in tubs are for old people, but I was more interested in feeling young and staying in the game. That's why I recommend a walk-in tub to everyone.
Call 800-928-0124. That's 800-928-0124. 800-928-0124. Call now.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being come to the ring by Jeramie McPeek from Brisbane, Australia, Cece Chanel.
Not often the official of the match comes out with some of the competitors.
Yeah, there's a phrase for that. The fix is in.
Exactly. I would have to agree with you. Here we see Cece Chanel, who begrudgingly has had to go along with the terms of her contract, even though it might be contradictory at times to her overall success. I'm actually surprised every time she is allowed to wrestle.
Yeah, allowed to wrestle. I mean, even just that phrase, like, how ridiculous is that? And Jeramie McPeek spends the better part of his time just berating her when she is in that ring.
Introducing her opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Viva Van.
Viva Van making her way out here. She's got that paperwork in hand. It just begs the question. Sign?
Yeah, I don't know if she flashed it at Jeramie McPeek. I don't know. I gotta believe that it'd be a little bit more definitive if she had. Maybe still mulling it over. Maybe what happens here, maybe that will be what the determining factor for her is. I still find it hard to believe she'd even consider it.
And recall last time out in action, Iovine grabbing her ankle during the match, saying, this is the type of stuff you're going to put up with if you don't sign. I'm going to be there to haunt your every move.
Yeah, I mean, but look at, it's haunting your every move. He's haunting Cece Chanel, and she did sign.
And introducing their opponent, being come to the ring by Halston Boddy, she is the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
So we often talk about the BOGO, the buy one, get one, and Heather Monroe basically gets that here because Heather Monroe had said after that match that she had with Viva Van was stopped short by Jeramie McPeek. She had requested again, I want this match with Viva Van, but now a chance to exact some revenge on Chanel as well.
Yeah, you're right. The BOGO, chance to finish some business on two fronts. Heather Monroe still looking to convince Viva Van that this is, to rip up that contract, she says. Not worth it. And I agree with Heather Monroe. Killer Bay and the lethal accessory Halston Boddy have been just fighting on behalf of the good of this women's division.
Triple threat match. First pinfall or submission will decide the victor. And you saw that Heather Monroe, again, admonishing Viva Van, pleading with her not to sign. And here we go, taking aim right off the bat at Chanel. You'll recall Cece Chanel and Heather Monroe saying, I wanted you, I want that match, and now she's got it. Made Chanel a non-factor, at least for now.
Yeah, for the moment, this becomes a de facto one-on-one match, the unfinished business of Viva Van and Heather Monroe. You see that lucha background of Van at the start.
Yeah, well documented. We've talked about it. Viva Van's looked fantastic since returning. You know, except for when Iovine would get in the way.
Yeah, again, what is the power structure? And there you see Cece Chanel on the outside, now giving it back to Heather Monroe. Oh, sending her head first into the post.
And MYLO Matters, the official, doing absolutely nothing about it. But again, in this type of matchup, you know, there is going to be some leniency with the rules because you can only win by pinfall or submission. Head scissors takedown now by Chanel, showing what she can do. Halston Boddy fanning Heather Monroe on the outside, and the Killer Bay gets back into the fray, and a whole lot of history. Two arch rivals, former friends, going at it.
Going at it, yeah. Heather Monroe. I'm just very curious to see how the officiating of MYLO Matters is going to play a role in this. It's just very suspect, her sort of being the official in this match and coming out with Jeramie Iovine.
Yeah, well, it's been almost non-existent, and she's letting these ladies fight, and, you know, I'm okay with that, with all of these combustible issues that are going on. Van now in there really hammering the Killer Bay, and I think, you know, a very competitive rivalry between these two.
Yeah, and well-documented history between the two of them and reigniting since she's returned.
But at least there's some respect in the rivalry between these two. It's not the bad blood that you have with Chanel.
At least not from Heather's perspective, but Viva has seemed sort of slow to forgive the past so far.
And understandable. Said it took 2 years to get an apology from the Killer Bay. Took her a while to change, and now exacting some revenge if she still has a grudge. Here, this chin lock really making Heather Monroe pay the price.
Yeah, and if she's able to pick up the victory here and beat Heather Monroe and Cece Chanel, you got to believe that Viva Van will be right at the top or right near the top of this women's division.
You got to wonder, you know, what's going through the head of the official. MYLO Matters is Viva Van defeated her weeks ago, got a victory over, and getting a good look. Scouting session, perhaps.
Yeah.
And Chanel now makes her way back in there. Again, it's a triple threat match. First pinfall or submission going to decide the winner, and, you know, orchestrating all of this is Jeramie Iovine.
Yeah, anything can happen. It usually does in these types of matchups.
This unpredictable action will continue right after this.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees to be themselves.
Woo!
We encourage teamwork.
And woo! Where's my yogurt? Woo! How'd that taste?
But at the end of the day, it's all about the customer.
CarShield's doing it better than anybody else alive. They're the money-saving, roadside assistant, tow truck getting, rental car providing, son of a guns protecting you from expensive car breakdowns. And one more thing, CarShield cars go farther. Woo!
Call 800-952-1286.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Call 800-905-7492. That's 800-905-7492. 800-905-7492. Call now.
This is an advertisement for legal services. Important news for farm workers and others exposed to the weed killer PARAQUAT and who were later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor they might have Parkinson's disease. Studies say those exposed to PARAQUAT sold under these brand names and others have an increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease or Parkinson's-like disease. If you or a loved one worked around the weed killer PARAQUAT and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease since exposure, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now at the number below to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one were exposed to PARAQUAT and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease. Call Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America.
I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
For a limited time, you can get premium MyPillows for the lowest price ever. Regularly $69.98, now only $29.98 with your promo code. That's a $40 savings. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota. I personally guarantee that my pillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own.
For a limited time, you can get a premium MyPillow for the lowest price ever. Regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's a $40 savings with your promo code.
Sleep well, America! For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Welcome back. Oh, stealing a page out of the playbook of the Killer Bay. This looks a lot like the 7-year stretch.
Oh, could you imagine if Viva Van made Heather Monroe tap out to this?
Oh, how sweet that would be for Viva Van, but Heather Monroe, you got to know that she has seen just about every potential counter for that and using it over the years.
Learned from it, able to escape the hold. Viva Van with disdain written all over her face for Heather Monroe. Heather Monroe, though, firing shots back.
Maybe it's Heather Monroe that's hell-bent and not the hell-bent Vixen. Heather Monroe's been hell-bent on getting a women's title. She's really been a champion for the women's division.
Absolutely right, and that's why I think when she said that she's changed, I believe her.
And that contract, oh, what a senton on Chanel, who turned from friend to enemy due to that contract originally penned by Nico Marquez, and now being enforced by Jeramie Iovine.
What a kick from Viva Van, taking Heather Monroe out of the equation for the moment. Cece Chanel, the only one on her feet.
And Chanel, every time she gets an opportunity, which is, few and far between, to actually show what she can do in the ring, you know that she's going to be extremely aggressive and looking to impress.
She's got Viva Van and Heather Monroe. She's taking care of both of them right now. Impressive from Chanel. Even Jeramie Iovine's got to like that.
Talks about going from sweet to psycho, but has to eat defeat, so to speak. And both Viva Van and the Killer Bay go down in a heap, both thinking the same thing there, scoring with the clothesline. And we'll see who can capitalize first. Whoever gets back to a vertical base, this might be a huge turning point in the matchup.
Yeah, all three women are down. MYLO Matters utilizing her count. Iovine trying to will Cece Chanel on, but screaming at her.
And likewise, Halston Boddy trying to fan and get some life back in the Killer Bay.
Viva Van, the only one out there that doesn't have some form of representation, although Jeramie Iovine would like to change that.
That's true. That's still very much pending. And if she thinks it can maybe aid her in winning this high-stakes matchup, maybe she'll decide to sign. We'll see.
Fighting from the ground up, these three ladies just trading shots back and forth.
Vicious shots. And, man, how about these forearms? I'm telling you, Chanel is hitting with bad intentions and a lot of pent-up frustration. Now the cutter by Chanel. And, oh, man, caught her double knees there by Viva Van.
Can Viva capitalize? I think rightly going after Heather. Heather took a really brutal shot there. Iovine beside himself, looking on.
Van scored with the code breaker. I don't know if she'll be able to break the code that whatever that contract is. Snap dragon suplex there by Heather Monroe, looking to pick up the victory. Close call, not yet.
Viva Van able to just get the shoulder up. But Heather Monroe just a split second away from victory in this big-time triple threat match.
And again, when it's first fall to the finish here, you really have to have both of your opponents in a compromising position or somebody else is going to come in and make the save.
You got to have eyes in the back of your head. You have to have that sense of urgency, really capitalize on any opening that you can find in a match like this.
And there you have to have head on the swim. What is Iovine doing? What was that? Iovine pulling Chanel, his client, has her under contract, and now, oh no! Halston!
Oh, collision, malfunction at the junction maybe.
Was that intentional? Well, it sure as hell is.
What is Boddy doing?
It sure as hell was. Why? Why, Halston? Think of the history here, and now picking up the pieces like a vulture here is Viva Van. You're going to call that a win? What was that?
Here is your winner, Viva Van.
What have we witnessed here?
What just happened?
Well, let's take a look back at the action. I mean, and we look back, brought to you by UnitedWrestlingShop.com. But here you see Iovine pulls Chanel down off the apron. That opens the door for Halston Boddy with that belly pop, and then he aids Viva Van into that finishing sequence.
We said the fix might be in, but we didn't think it was going to be like this. Halston Boddy betraying Heather Monroe. Oh my God! Viva Van using the steel chair with reckless abandon on Heather Monroe. Somebody's got to stop this.
The hell-bent vixen, I guess, aptly named. Hitting the back with that chair after Halston Boddy stabbed Heather in the back.
A dagger from the lethal accessory, as I like to call him, but an accessory to an absolute crime in that ring. Oh, this is disgusting.
No.
Stop this.
Oh! She's breaking Heather in half here.
Heather Monroe is defenseless. Oh my God.
There, my darling.
That contract.
Pop quiz, Heather Monroe. Who brought Halston Boddy to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? Jeramie Iovine. Who put me in charge of you winning the gold? Jeramie Iovine. And who have I been working with since day one? Jeramie Iovine.
Halston Boddy, you performed phenomenally. Performance of a century. You've earned it, my friend. You're finally getting what you came here for. I am opening the body shop. And your first client, Viva Van.
Unbelievable.
Disgusting.
Boy, I mean, years in the making here. Viva Van, the first member signed to the body shop.
Halston Boddy and Jeramie Iovine with this long con, and just look at just kicking dirt on Heather Monroe.
Long con is right.
Halston Boddy has left the killer babe behind. And he's been working with Nico and Jeramie this whole time? Halston, how dare you? Fans, next week, Championship Wrestling gets a sweet taste of brawn. No, not that brawn. Talking about Richie Slade and Flex McCallion, better known as Beef Candy.